Let's go. Three.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Look at me. Get her. Yo, back. Hit.
Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 3. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
X3, 2-3, stop it. Now. Let's go.
And they'll go again with ETN. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hey, team sit. Team sit. Hey, exit.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Jaguars at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. One more time with Etienne. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Okay,
after the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's the former Jaguar, DJ Chark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade and Nurkic. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Mooney. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready, quick.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
ETN once more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready, break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, set.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. This complete to Lockett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Alert, alert. Hit it.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on, set. Strong, tank. Red, cycle. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready, ready. Hard, hard. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
43 round.
Back to throw again.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Let's go now.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark from 10 yards out.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And he's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense.
Come on.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up to throw.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 20.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side complete to Lockett. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Right, 97. Watch out now, 52.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught on the right side, Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Ready. Go. Start.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
218, chop it.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
On the double. 22 needle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shot, 17.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action, it's Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on,
this offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep the deficit at 20. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a quick
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Let's go. Opposite.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. Check, check. Let's go.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
Here we go, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3.